Hi everyone, I'm Kevin Nelson for Catholic Newsbreak. Here's what's going on this week in the news. We begin from the Vatican. Pope Benedict XVI, during his general audience, said he prayed that God would give victims of the recent massive flooding in Central Europe the strength to bear the adversity, and he would encourage the hearts of people of goodwill to offer generous and effective aid. The Pope made the appeal in Polish after speaking with an estimated 3,000 pilgrims gathered in the courtyard of the papal summer residence at Castel Gandolfo. Torrential rains, which led to swollen rivers and breached dams across Poland, Germany, and the Czech Republic, left at least 11 people dead and damaged hundreds of homes and businesses, including the 775-year-old Cistercian monastery of St. Marienthal in eastern Germany. More than 1,000 people were evacuated when rivers burst their banks and rose in some places to levels 15 feet above the norm. As the waters began receding August 10th, the massive cleanup and repair operations began. During the Pope's main address, he made special mention of two saints whose feast days are celebrated in August, St. Edith Stein and St. Maximilian Kolbe, both of whom were martyred in Nazi death camps. The Pope asked that the faithful recognize how Christian martyrs followed Christ to the end by offering their own lives in union with his sacrifice on the cross. In news now from around the country, the Western Catholic Education Association is requiring its schools to meet new and more detailed standards, showing they are educating students in the Catholic faith and tradition, as well as nurturing the faith of the total school community. The standards took effect this year, and schools must adhere to them to be accredited by the association. It is the first time specific standards to measure Catholic identity will be part of the accreditation process. The association accredits Catholic schools in 26 dioceses in California, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, Montana, Hawaii, Arizona, Utah, Nevada, and Guam, encompassing about 308,000 students in 1,000 grade schools and high schools. Christian Brother William Carrera, the association's executive director and former school superintendent of the Diocese of Orange, California, said that Catholic schools will only survive if they stick true to the mission of the faith. Brother Carrera said a concern that some Catholic schools were losing sight of their Catholic identity motivated the bishops of these dioceses to formulate the standards in 2008. The association's 7-member board of directors has approved the final version for elementary schools and began working on a final version for high schools this year. Brother Carrera said he expects the final document for high schools to take about 2 years to complete. And finally in the news, as of August 10th, Catholic agencies around the world have collected more than $303 million for Haitian earthquake relief, with additional funds continuing to arrive daily. The amount reflects money from special collections sponsored by the U.S. Conference of Catholic Bishops, Catholic Relief Services, the worldwide network of Caritas Internationalis agencies, and a few other Catholic-connected agencies sponsoring ministries in Haiti. The total is likely to be significantly greater because the figures provided by Caritas Internationalis exclude money raised by organizations and religious orders and congregations outside of the Caritas network. Of the amount, nearly half, just over $147 million, came from U.S. Catholics. According to figures compiled from the USCCB and CRS, a total of $82 million was donated during special collections in dioceses in the weeks after the quake. CRS has collected an additional $65 million on its own, making the U.S. Catholic community the largest contributor in the world to earthquake relief efforts. The USCCB credited Catholics for their generosity for responding to the needs of Haitians after the January 12th disaster, even as they may have been confronted by the worldwide recession. Well, that is all the information we have for you this time. Please stay with Catholic TV for more Catholic news. Until then, I'm Kevin Nelson, and I'll see you next time on Catholic Newsbreak.